I am testing out more of your requested teams on the test server, plus a little bonus from my own account. Let's go!
Valley Flying.
Hey, what's up all you Valley Maniacs? Valley Flying here. I am back. Welcome to the channel, and today in this video I am taking more of your requested teams onto the test server, playing through the raids. This time we're looking at the Ultima 6 raid, so I take a few teams in there. Plus, at the end of the video, I have some bonus footage from my own account. It is the Shield team on full auto versus a Mutant team that is about 20,000-30,000 power higher than them on Blitz tier 8. Can they win? That footage is at the end. Before we get to the test server and bonus footage, I want to remind you guys, I am still playing on BlueStacks. It is my favorite way to play on my PC. If you want to play that, click on the link in the description down below. Also, there is a bunch of cool merch on the TeePublic website. I love my t-shirt. I'll be wearing that on the live stream tonight, so make sure you check that out. All right, let's go to the footage from the test server. All right, this is the first team that we are looking at. It is Star-Lord, Rocket, Yondu, Thanos, and Doctor Strange. We got a bunch of damage here with Star-Lord, Rocket. Yondu does some good damage. Thanos is okay with his damage. We have energy from Star-Lord, energy from Thanos, and we have healing / debuffs from Yondu and Doctor Strange. Now, Yondu's is a potential heal. Depends if he could call the Ravager Stitcher or not on his summon. But I go through this team a few times because I don't think I used them right. I don't think I placed them right. So we got a couple battles with this placement and then another one placing them a little better to try to take advantage of that energy. Let's go through this battle, though. There comes Loki with his big defense down and the mind control, having our guys attack him. So Star-Lord and Yondu both attacked him on that battle, or on that move. And here's the choice. The biggest threat. Loki's a threat. Doctor Strange is a threat. Mordo is a potential threat. A lot of RNG on his move, so it depends what happens on his move. There's a lot that could go right, a lot that could go right when you're using Mordo. So I would consider him a threat. Now, I blinded him so that we couldn't get all heal blocked or stunned or whatever the AI chooses to use. Opt for not to go for the Winds of Watum there. Instead, I went for the defense down. Probably not the right move because my Doctor Strange dies right after that. And just not looking good. So this team, I like it. It has potential. I don't think I used them right on this first battle. This is an Ultima 6 battle, so even maxed out characters, not gonna significantly just overwhelm the opponent. You know, you do have to use some strategy for these Ultima 6 battles, even with a maxed out team. Now, this is I refreshed them, I heal them up, and I go into the next battle on Ultima. So this is a round 2 battle, and they do much better on this stage. I just kind of wipes the floor with this opponent. Even though this opponent has more power than the first battle that I did, this battle much easier. Not sure if I'm using them better or it's just a better matchup. Now, I probably should have used the Winds of Watum on Quake, get her 2 debuffs, and then Vision would have still had his defense down because he had defense up. Doctor Strange would have flipped it. So not the best example there. Now, this one is a battle way further down on the Ultima 6. I did a few battles in between, so this is probably a 6th or 7th battle on the Ultima 6 stage. Now, I switch up the order of these guys. Now, Rocket, I still think benefits a lot from extra energy because this is a 4-turn cooldown. You could go AoE every turn if you get lucky in killing enough enemies. But, you know, we have him next to Star-Lord, so he's going to get some energy. I put Doctor Strange next to Thanos so he could get some energy because the cooldowns are so high on his Book of Vishanti and his Winds of Watum just to make him a more useful character. And I think they do a little better with the placement, but, of course, this is a much harder battle. The enemies are harder at this point, so it's kind of hard to gauge on the raids exactly how good a team is, but let's play this and run through the battle. Now, as far as threats, Rocket is a big threat because of his damage. So is Deadpool. As far as the Winds of Watum, Doctor Strange is always a threat because he can flip all the buffs. Annoyance-wise, Hand Sentry can be very, very annoying because not only does he do the stealth, but he gets these evades. So pretty much everybody has evade except for Scientist Supreme and Hand Sentry itself. I use the AoE from Thanos to try to get rid of some of these evades to set up Doctor Strange on his next move. Best move at that point? I'm not sure. I haven't played with this team long enough to know if that was the best decision. But Yondu's dead there, and the Winds of Watum works like I want it to. Star-Lord running very low on energy, and this team is doing all right. What I really think helps this team is Rocket just going over and over with his AoE. I think it adds so much value, especially placing him at a point where he can get a lot of energy. 5 enemies remaining now, and I use the Book of Vishanti. Yondu comes back to life, heals up Star-Lord a little bit. I just think this team needs a little bit more healing. I don't think the heal from Doctor Strange and then the taunt from Thanos just protects and heals everybody just as much as it needs, especially for these Ultima 6 raids as we get onto some of these harder nodes. But this team does manage to do well on this node. I think I revived everybody, or healed up at least some of these guys for this node. But this, again, is not a beginner node. This is a much harder node, and these guys survive it. Now, Thanos is low on energy, Yondu's low on energy, Star-Lord's low on energy. So, you know, if you got a stage where you're fighting a lot of enemies and you can have a lot of energy distributed, I think this team would work even better. Now, this is a bad team. And the reason I'm using it is because I had a question. I had a request to see if you could take the worst characters in the game, put them in one team, and have them win on the raids. Now, even because this is an Ultima 6 raid, and this is actually before that, a node before that Doctor Strange battle, but this was a, the question was, can you take this team in and win with them in the raids? And after this battle, I would say the answer is yes, although this is an Ultima 6 raid, and even good teams die on this stage. And, of course, these are bad characters, and I have not used this team before, so I'm not familiar with the best way to use these guys. With any synergy that they have, I don't see too much synergy with this team. Scientist Supreme's move. I was not a huge fan of her ultimate. I like it a little better. I still don't think it's a great move, but I'm open to it a little more. I think that it could be a very strong move with the right follow-up. If you could use her special there a little quicker to turn all of the debuffs into buffs. Maybe if you gave it a little extra speed or something. But it gives the debuffs to the whole enemy team, so it's kind of like a big, it's kind of like sacrificing your queen when you're playing chess. You know, you hurt yourself, but you hurt the enemy team as well. And the question is it worth it to hurt the enemy team to do that much damage to yourself? In some cases, I would say yes. In this particular battle, though, I don't. Now, there's another benefit from Scientist Supreme. She just brought Kree Oracle back to life. Now, because it's Kree Oracle, he doesn't offer too much. I gotta say, I think one of the worst characters, if not the worst character in the game, is Kree Oracle. Because at least with Ronin, Iron Fist, Scientist Supreme, you have some value. You know, she has some value. She heals. She flips skills. Ronin does have an ability block. Iron Fist does have a big ultimate move. It's not a crazy damage, as I think it should be. Waiting to see what his rework is, but they do have some value. I see very, very little value from Kree Oracle, so he may be the worst character in the game as far as I go, but as far as I'm thinking. But yeah, as you can see, they're doing okay against this beefed up Ultima 6 raid team. They don't end up winning, but you know, if you do have all the resources and want to max them out, Not the best use of resources, but against some of these lower levels raid, I mean, maybe on a Thanos raid they would do all right. Definitely on an Ultimus 5, this team might be able to auto the whole thing. That might be another challenge for a future video, to see if we could take the worst characters and auto the whole Ultimus 5 raid. But that team didn't do very good there, just not a lot of synergy. Now, I finish up that same stage with one of the most fun teams, in my opinion. This might not be the best team, because they are lacking a few things, but I think this is the most fun. This is a pure damage dealing team. No real protection outside of Miss Marvel, and even that's not a guaranteed, because that's triggered from other characters, and it's okay. There's no healing on this team except for Miss Marvel healing herself, but there's no real way to heal the other teams, the other members of the team, and you know, you're just trying to out-damage the other opponent before they could out-damage you. You get so much damage on this team, plus all these assists from Miss Marvel. Just a lot of power from this team. But the trick is that you need to do it before the other team can damage you, because once they damage you, there's no way coming back. Deadpool actually can heal himself a little bit as well, just not at a huge rate. So it's gonna be tough. Now this is another stage. All of these stages were before that last battle with the Doctor Strange team that I showed you guys earlier. But this is another Ultima 6 raid battle. We're just going through a bunch of enemies, a bunch of tough enemies, very high level characters. I mean, this Cable right here is it looks like it's a maxed out level 65 that we're going up against. Of course, all these characters are maxed out as well, and this is a fun team. So if you want to have fun, I would recommend building this team up. If you want the best team, obviously not the absolute best team. Now, this is a mistake. I'm going after Cable right here. Cable has that defense up. Probably should have went after Hawkeye. Hawkeye is a bigger threat, and he doesn't have that defense down. I don't like to go after the teams, and I catch it right there, but it's by that point it's too late, because Cable's was so low on health. Rocket, another big threat because of his damage, but Hawkeye with his blinds just is so threatening. And that's one of the weaknesses of this team that you see popped up. We had Drax there earlier. We have Luke Cage here, and just getting around taunts. There's no real dispel on this team. We got some tricky ways to get around it with Deadpool's special, just kind of executing the opponent. And then with the AoE from Miss Marvel, we got a potential AoE, depending if Black Panther is charged. And then we got a chain from Spider-Man. But other than those, and those aren't real solid ways to get around a taunt either. Most of the time with this team, they have so much damage that you're going to end up going through the taunt instead of going around it or trying to dispel it like you would normally. Now, the targeting was an issue on this battle. I wanted to go after Wolverine, but because they were so close together, as far as they were laid out in the battle, I actually ended up going after Groot first. But, yeah, I mean, you can see they're low on health, but their damage dealing, they still managed to get through some of these Ultimus bosses, and does pretty well. Yeah, you probably would have to use a heal a bunch of times if you're using this team on a full Ultima 6 raid. So that was it from the test server. Now let's go to my main account, and boom, here it is. This is my full shield team. Now I'm running shield medic just because shield operative, I don't have her built up a lot, and these are my highest shield guys. I've been working on them, and they're a little easier to farm. I saw this battle in Blitz, and I wanted to try it. We got all the mutants here. No Miss Marvel, no Captain America. We got Crossbones here, so probably not the ideal mutant team, but they are about 20, 30,000 power ahead of this shield team, and I wanted to test it out to see if this shield team could beat this mutant team on full auto. This is a tier 8 battle in Blitz. And my shield team right now is about 70,000 power. So when I recorded this, was probably in the high 60s right now. So they're not even fully built. They're not even close to fully built. But even at this level, still, I mean, I'm not choosing the targets either on this. They're just, I just let them go. Let them do their thing on auto. And not a lot of damage that they're taking. This team has such good synergy with each other that, man, when these guys get fully built, I am fearful to go up against one of these teams because they are very hard to beat. You definitely need certain characters to beat them, and Loki is not going to be a hard counter to them anymore now that they've changed the kit. And boom, that was it. That was a full auto from the Shield team, tier 8 against a full Mutant team. So if you guys are questioning whether that Shield team is good, whether it's worth it to go for Nick Fury, I would say it is. Just being able to battle on auto on tier 8, just for that reason alone, it was worth that hard evil farming of the Kree. Alright, so that is it with the footage from the test server, as well as a little bit of a bonus clip from my own account. If there is a team that you want to see tested out on the test server, some team that you're thinking of building, see if it's worth it, let me know. I will take them through the raids, and hopefully there's some changes made on the test server so I could take them through some Blitz or some Arena and see if it's worth investing in these characters before you actually spend your hard-earned resources. If you like this video, make sure you subscribe to the channel, smash on that like button, and click on the bell to join that notification squad so you could be one of the first to see any new videos that come out. I am live streaming tonight, so I hopefully will be able to see you guys on there. We could talk, we could have a bunch of fun. Still have no idea what is happening on the live stream tonight because it's always a surprise, but there's one guarantee. We always have a bunch of fun playing through some Marvel Strike Force. BlueStacks, TeePublic, check out the links in the description down below, and I will see you guys next time. I do have one question for you. What you gonna do, brothers, when Valley Flying and all the Valley Maniacs come down on YouTube? The largest arms of the pythons in the world, the 24-inch pythons, dude. Valley Flying, out.